Hello everyone, today we have new video review, and as you can see, this time we are going to check fresh release from Armory Hobby. It is made in 1/72 scale, so it should be quite an interesting choice for these modders who would like to build a small truck. And as you can see, it copies the Russian modern army cargo truck 4350, but we all know that this is a KAMAZ, and now we get a chance to copy it in a small scale. So first of all, box size is not that big. Here you can see comparison with my hand, and of course we have here a commercial release, so it means you will get exactly the same stuff as what you'll see in this video review. And box features this nice box art. Here we have also some 3D images of what is actually included here, and on the opposite side you can see some safety advices in 2 languages, but I mean, we all know this stuff, so there is no need to, let's say, focus on it. So box structure is interesting because we have color printed top part and then sturdy white cardboard box. It should protect everything inside as far as I can see. And just give me a second to open it. Okay, so here it is. So here we have all plastic parts packed into the same plastic bag, and then we have assembly manual, and that's pretty much all. No, there is also some marking guide, but we will check it a bit later. First of all, I would like to start with plastic parts, of course, because it's interesting to see how this truck is made, how it is designed, and what is actually included into this kit. So as I said, everything is packed into one plastic bag. Let's open it. Remove it. I can see that on the bottom we have some resin parts, but we will talk about this a bit later. We are going to start with this plastic frame. So let's zoom in, and now you should be able to see that here we have main frame, also we have some suspension parts and wheel axles, and molding quality seems to be more or less fine. Of course you will have to delete some of these plastic pins, but that's not such a difficult thing to do. And as you can see, model is not that huge, so keep it in mind, this is a 1/72 scale, so definitely you'll have to use tweezers in some spots, because otherwise it will be almost impossible to get the parts into the right spot. Next we go on with this plastic sprue. Again, here we have wheel rims, and also you can see wheel axles and leaf springs. Some of the parts of these tiny elements, let's zoom in, so they have minor amounts of flash, but that's not such a serious issue in my opinion, because still you will be able to clean it with sharp knife, and of course it won't have such a huge influence on the model. So just give me a second, because my camera wants to die and I need to connect the power so that it will work more. Okay, I think now it should be solved. Nope, just give me a second. So just like this, yeah. Okay, so now we are good, we can continue. So as I said, these parts have a minor amount of flash there, and you can see that it should be easy to clean it, so it's not such a difficult thing to do. Okay, we move on to the next one. This one is dedicated to the rear panels. As you can see, the rear part should be glued out of separate panels. This look okay. I mean, of course there is no texture or any other fine detailing, but it looks fine. And here you can see also this sign of the model of this truck, and this part should be easy to combine as far as you can see, so it's not such a difficult task to do. Next we continue with slightly bigger plastic frame, because this one is dedicated to front cap panels, and as you can see here we have molded in doors, so you won't be able to open them, and be careful with this thin front frame on the front plate, because it's quite easy to break. And we have 2 types, as you can see, one with middle bar and another one with whole windscreen. Here we have wheel arches, minor amount of flash on them, so be ready to clean it. But overall molded in details look fine. If we zoom in here, you can notice that these side panels, they feature really good detailing, and we even have some interior parts as well, but it's really strange that it was decided to have molded indoors, maybe due to the scale and molding technologies. Here you can see that inside we do not have that much detailing, and I do not see any door panels, so I guess they will just stay plain, even though there are some guiding pins. Maybe they will be used for lower cap panel. Next we go on with this plastic spruce. So here you can see it's actually the last gray plastic spruce. So here we have fuel tanks, also we have some of the air cylinders, gearbox parts, engine parts, and that's really surprising that all these elements are present in 1/72 scale, because not all 1/35 scale kits pack the same amount of parts or detailing. And that's really cool, because you don't have to resort to bigger scale, you get everything in small size, and some modders prefer to work on such stuff in small scale. Next we go on with Ziploc bag, which is dedicated to decals sheet. Here it is. So yeah, it's upside down, so here it should be like this. It comes from Decograph, printing quality looks fine, so I don't have any complaints here. And as far as you can see, there are no decals for the cockpit or for cap. Next we continue with special cardboard, which actually holds LP parts in place, so just give me a second to take it out. And also there we have clear parts and something else. So glasses here will be copied with help of this film. And of course, for modders with, let's say, few experience, it will be a bit tricky, so be ready for this. There are no clear plastic parts, only this film. Here we have clear parts, which look fine. This will be used for headlamps and side mirrors, maybe, as far as you can see, these rectangular parts. And next, as I said, we have special cardboard, which actually holds various PE parts in place, and here we have a lot of fine details, for example screen wipers and mud guards, etc, etc. So it's really surprising to see all this stuff included in 1/72 scale, and I mean, definitely model will benefit from all these parts, so don't be lazy, I will install them all on your model and you will see that final appearance will change significantly. Next we go on with another Ziploc bag, and here we have resin parts, which is also quite surprising for 1/72 scale model. So here we have tires for road wheels, maybe we can zoom in a bit more. They are molded out of white resin. As far as you can see, we have even the weight effect copied here. As you can see, one side is just plain and really nice tire pattern, and here on the tires we have also some molded in details. So with some careful painting and weathering you will be able to bring them out and show them on your model. Again, it's 1/72 scale kit, so that's why it is a special feature, let's say. Not that many kits actually feature this stuff out of the box. Okay. Next we also have this small plastic bag. So here we have more resin parts, and as far as you can see, these are... just give me a second. So it's a one-piece resin engine, which is really cool. Okay. Next we go on with spare tire. Here we have, I guess these are additional elements for the engine, but they're really tiny. Here we have also fuel cans out of resin parts and gearbox with tiny PE thread, as you can see here. I think this PE thread will be handy for fuel cans. As you can see, we have handles, but gearbox also looks fine, so maybe it would be possible to open the cab and expose this. So let's check it. Just give me a second. So here we have assembly manual. This one is printed in black and white styling, and here we have, what do we have? So we have parts map on the first page, and as you can see we have almost all parts used, but here you can notice that this gray shaded parts, they will go straight to spare parts, because we don't have a 3-axle vehicle here, so that's why one of the axles won't be used. Assembly process starts with front cap, so here you assemble all the panels together, then you continue with interior, and it should be I would say, pretty much detailed for such small scale, so be ready to paint all this stuff because it will be visible through the front glass. Here we continue also with 2 assembly options, as you remember, so you can assemble one with single piece front glass or with 2-piece front glass. It's early version or late version, and note that sunroof, let's say, is made separately, so that's also a cool option. Maybe you can open on your truck. Next we continue with again some additional items for late or early version. Here we assemble engine parts, wheel axles, fuel tanks, and install all this stuff onto the main frame. Next are some wiring which should be made out of copper wire, so be ready to use it from your spare parts. Next we continue with fuel tanks installation. Here we install front cap, some air cylinders or exhaust even here. The rear section is assembled out of separate panels, as you remember. And here on the last page we install fuel cans. First we assemble them together with these small P handles, and then we install them into special holders. Next we continue with license plates and also assembled wheels, and then all this stuff goes on the truck. So it should be a really detailed build, even though it's a small sized model. Still, manufacturer decided to get as many details as it is possible in such tiny size, and that's really cool. And it should be already available on official Armory website, so if you would like to get it, just go there and order it. Of course, I will be happy to hear your opinion about this kit here in the comment section below. If you like this video, don't forget to press the like button, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and I will see you in the next video review as usual. Thank you for joining me today, and bye!